Hello, student. In this topic, energy from respiration, the first part, we have seen need for energy in living organisms, and we have seen that the energy living organisms uses is in the form of ATP. Now, in the second part, we are going to see how to synthesize ATP and its breakdown. The synthesis of ATP occurs, the synthesis of ATP is called phosphorylation. Is called the phosphorylation, and the phosphorylation is in three types. The first one is what is called the photophosphorylation. The second is the substrate level phosphorylation. And the last is the oxidative phosphorylation. Is oxidative phosphorylation. All these types of phosphorylation, they have a purpose of production of ATP. And here we start by ADP, adenosine diphosphate. You add inorganic phosphate plus energy, which powers this reaction in order to get ATP. And this is catalyzed by enzyme which is called ATP synthase. This is the synthesis of ATP. And this synthesis of ATP takes place in living cells, especially during photophosphorylation is during photosynthesis, light-dependent reaction. This substrate level phosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation, it is the synthesis of ATP which occurs during cellular respiration. This is ATP synthesis. And this ATP synthesis, also this ATP may be broken down. This reaction is reversible. This reaction is reversible. We have now break down of ATP. Breakdown of ATP is to remove inorganic phosphate, and this inorganic phosphate occurs in this form. This is inorganic phosphate which is removed, and to break this inorganic phosphate is to add, it is hydrolysis. Have ATP, you add a molecule of water, and we get ADP. We get ADP plus, we get ADP, and here we have energy which is released 30.5 kilojoule per mole. And here we have a release of inorganic phosphate. And to this ADP, from this ADP, you may also hydrolyze this one to get adenosine monophosphate. And here we have production of energy also, which is 35 kilojoule per mole. And there is a release of also another inorganic phosphate. To this one, you can once again add a molecule of water, hydrolyze this one, and we get adenosine. Adenosine, and here we have now energy which is less than this one. It is 40.3.2 kilojoule per mole, and there is a release of inorganic phosphate. This is a complete breakdown of adenosine 3-phosphate. Each breakdown of bond between phosphate group will release energy, and here also we have a release of energy. But the last one releases less energy than the two first bond, and so that the two outer phosphate group have been called higher energy bond. The two outer phosphate, to outer phosphate group have been called higher energy bond. High energy they are called the high energy bond because the first bond, this contains, it releases 30.5 kilojoule per mole. The break of this bond will release 30.5 kilojoule per mole, but the last one, it releases only 14.2 kilojoule per mole. That's why the two outer phosphate group are called high energy bond. And this reaction is reversible. And this reaction, ATP plus molecule of water, will give ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and inorganic phosphate, also plus a free energy. This free energy is that which is symbolized by delta J. Delta J, it is a free energy which is released by this one. And this is reversible. It is reversible, and ATP may give this one, it is reversible, ADP plus inorganic phosphate plus energy, free energy, plus 30.5 kilojoule per mole. It means when you hydrolyze ATP, we get ADP and inorganic phosphate. Also, also it releases energy which is 30.5 kilojoule per mole. Also, because it is a reversible reaction, the synthesis of this one, it is addition of inorganic phosphate to ADP, which consumes energy to get ATP. Now, ATP and energy coupling. ATP and energy coupling. ATP and energy coupling. And the energy coupling, ATP, when it is hydrolyzed, it gives AADP plus inorganic phosphate plus a free energy, which is a free energy or delta J. And delta J equal to minus 7.3 kilocalorie per mole or minus 30.5 kilojoule per mole. But this delta G is under standard conditions. Under standard conditions. But when we are in living, delta J equal to minus 14 kilocalorie per mole or 57 kilojoule per mole in living cell. In living cells, this delta J is like this. It means that it doubles in living cells. Delta G in living cells is almost double. Is almost double at the standard conditions. It is the double at the standard conditions. And so that because ATP is not stable, it can break down anyhow. And so that a cell, in order to handle that problem, it has developed a strategy which is called energy coupling. And it stores energy inside of it, and this energy coupling, it is a strategy which have been used by the cell in order to maintain energy containing in ATP, because ATP it is not stable. It can dissociate spontaneously. Okay, this is energy ATP synthesis and ATP breakdown. It breaks down when there is a need of release of energy, and it synthesizes when it consumes energy when it needs to be synthesized during cellular respiration. Thank you very much, student. You are asked to do exercises after this lesson.